Sorry, dude. I didn't realise the time. Here we go. Yeah, we're back in. Sorry, the wig thing. Start it again.
Oh, right. So I'm tattooing. I had a guy that used to work in the shop. He was bald as well, a bit conscious of his hair, blah, 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 blah. Guy I was tattooing, yeah, he was sitting there with this great head of hair, and he said it was a wig. I didn't believe him. So I'm really looking close, and he's picking at his head. I'm like, fucking hell, that's not even real. You couldn't tell the difference. He had a shaved head at the back. It was all blended in, and he started telling us about it.
I remember him. He showed me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, I've gone, how much was that? And he went, about a monkey. I was like, and how long did it last? About 3 months. And I went, a lot of money, innit? Mm. But then you think about it, what women spend on their hair, and I thought, you know what? I have a bash of this. I said, what you got to do is you've got to grow your hair, right, for 3 or 4 months, so that they can cut the top, shave the top, stick this lump on and then sort of cut it into it, right? It's real clever. So let's do it. So I started wearing it all the time, and I had a lot of bar on it at the back. But the thing is, it's surprising how many people forget you're bald when they see hair coming out the back of your head, right? You know. Anyway, we went and had it done. Both of us went up to the shop, and it was funny. They shave the top of your head, they stick this rug on, right? Blow dry it all in, shave it all up the back, and you walk out with hair. It's unreal, right? So on the way home, we were on the train going, wig, everyone, wig, like, you know. And then it was, have you lost weight? No. Have you grown a beard? I've had a beard for like as long as I can remember. What are you on about? It's something different. Have you had a haircut? So the people weren't noticing. So then I went, no, it's not real. What do you mean? And I kept telling everyone I got a wig, right? I was so proud of this wig that it weren't real. It was unreal. Round Enzo's, right? It was this year. It was coming up with New Year's.
Enzo's a lucky bastard, isn't it, with that full set of hair?
I know.
He's a lucky.
He's got a cracking beard and all. Hang
on, listen. He is. I don't know why I'm whispering. He ain't even here. When you see him next time, I'll wind him up. He's got a little bit of a fucking bald patch here on the top of his nut, right? And
the monk look.
Yeah, he's really conscious. He's really conscious of it.
Oh, I've got to check it out next
time. And when he's little, we see it all the time anyway.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, right. So I'm round his house, New Year's Eve, and I'm laying there, pissed, fell asleep. And all the kids were like grabbing hold of me. They got it on video. They're viewing it all there. My head's going. Wouldn't come off. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, John, it's all right. But
I just visualising this shit. I've got a good imagination.
It's horrible, mate. But anyway, the maintenance of it is just ridiculous, right? It's all right if you're proper bald, right? You can have one of them syrups on. You're laughing, but when I've got a bit of hair that grows through, but not enough to grow a full head of hair, what happens is it sort of grows and pushes the syrup off.
So you start getting a bit of a higher head.
You've got this wig seems to
elongated.
Be moving on your head, and it feels fucking horrible, right? So then you're on your own, right? So you've got to maintain this, and they tell you what to do. And when they're an expert, they take it off, they clean it all. You've got to put it back on. How are you going to put it back on your own? You got 2 kids at home, right? They were little then, and Ruby like, I'll help with that. No, you're all right, because it'll be back to front, and I'll have it all like, you know what I mean? So what you'd have to do, you'd have to get this stuff. They call it, I think it's called lace release or something like that, and it takes all the glue off, and you peel it back. It's like goes it back like this.
Oh, like you're being scalped.
It's fucking horrible. And then you have to pick all the glue off, right? So you peel it back like that, and then you shave up to where you've peeled it back. Then you've got to dry it, right? Because you can't. You walk around the house with half your lid up like that. Look like me. You look like that thing. You know, like that. What's that thing at the Muppets? Like that. Your hair's up like that, right? Your Minka or whatever. So your hair's up, standing up. You've got a fucking hair clip in it, and you look like right swag. Shaved your head, and you've got to let that dry. Then you put the glue on there, right? And that's got to go. You know, like you get. What would have been good if you had that spray stuff? I should have had that stuff.
Carpet spray.
Yeah, that'd have been the bollocks. Didn't think of that. But like you put this stuff on, it's just got to go tacky. Then you've got to push that down, right? You think, great. But now you've got to do the back, right? So you have to peel it back the other way, right? But this is the hard bit, because you can't see that, right? It's all right when you're in the barbers, they can do it. So now you've got your left hand feeling, you've got this hair's hanging down here now of your eyes, right? Because it's peeled over. You've got a razor in your hand, and you're trying to feel where the rest of your hair is. You don't want to cut that. If you cut that, you're going to have a fucking hole where the thing blends into, right? So you've got that hanging forward. Now you're shaving all around here like this, and then you have to glue that, and you have to wait for that to dry. Then you have to stick that down, and then when you wash it, you can't wash it like you can't have a shower. You have to like pat it. pat it down.
Oh, God.
Right, like this. And then you have to blow dry it on a cold, can't use hot because you melt the glue. Oh, what a fucking faff.
What's the point?
What the?
Well, I did it.
To have
Just
hair.
No, I just try it out. But I mean, longevity
Thompson's
wise,
just-
it's like fuck that.
if you the thing was right, there is so many professional people, celebrities that wear wigs. It's unreal. Right, you wouldn't know. That's the thing. You wouldn't know, but if you've got the time and the money to go and have someone come and do it for you, they're great.
Yeah.
But you have to sleep with a pair of tights or something on your head. No, like them
Do-rag.
Yeah,
It's called
on your nut, like one of them.
No, the point. I mean,
Too
like,
much.
I saw that, and it does look extremely natural on the guy that used to work with you. And I was like, fucking brilliant, mate. But never in my mind did it cross. Never did it cross my mind to go and get that.
I wouldn't do it
Because-
again. I wouldn't do it again.
I mean, I wouldn't. The amount of work. I mean, ladies, the amount. You think you're going to have a bad hair day? Look at the fellas. It's supposed to take you half a night to get ready.
I didn't go out, George. It took me a week.
Jesus,
Right?
you know.
I had to call in
glues and-
sick once because my hair wouldn't go right. No, I didn't.
No, but I mean, that's a palaver, man.
It is a
I mean,
palaver.
so that's why I'm saying, like, do you think dudes should wear wigs? Should you just go bald naturally? I mean, like, this is a question to the ladies there. You go out with the guy, right? And you meet him on the date, the first date. You meet him on the first date, right? And I mean, dudes and ladies, how many times have you guys been out and seen a bad wig? I mean, like the guy's hair's black and it's blonde wig. You know what I mean? And
How
it
old do you
doesn't
think
match.
we are?
I mean, going back in the days when guys, I mean, because there are a lot of guys that are self-conscious about having hair. I don't give a shit. I've got a good enough headpiece to
What
get
about
away.
a comb over? Listen to
Charlton.
this. Listen to this. Yeah. Years ago, I used to be a lifeguard, right? So I'm don't laugh, George.
No, I'm laughing. I can imagine it floating in the water.
Right, listen to this.
It's gone down.
If anyone knows the old Wolf Abbey pool, used to have like a little baby pool, didn't you?
Yeah.
On the back. So I'm sitting in the baby pool, not in the baby pool, but watching it. And in comes this geezer. He looked like a stockbroker. Right, that's the only way I can describe. You know, like a proper, fucking great haircut. I thought, yeah, that's all right. It's a proper quiff, that. Right, he had a little kid with him with the armbands and all that. And he got in the water, and I thought, he's like a girl. He's like a bird, this geezer. Come on, get his face wet. You know, like women say, oh, don't get me wet with makeup.
yeah.
He was like, his head out of the water, and the kids are splashing. He's like, anyway, his little kid, right, listen to this. His little kid was jumping in and out of the water, and he was picking him up, splosh. He's going like. Anyway, the kid fell. This is the bit. He fell, slipped, grabbed his dad's head, right? And this hair, it was perfect, and I mean, precision perfect. It went flop, and the whole lot came off. It was real hair, but it was just one side of it. It was all combed up and
Yeah, they backcomb it.
and it was all fucking sprayed in with that, you know, what's that hairspray shit and whatever.
Yeah.
And this geezer, he picked his kid up by the arm, he swung the kid, he was gone, he was like a rocket. I didn't never see him again. Poor sod. I thought, just shave it off, mate.
You can actually
proper-
buy
it was-
it in a tin now, can't you? Have you seen it?
Yeah,
it's
I've
like a
seen it.
sort of,
Makes your
it's
hair
like
thicker.
fibres.
You can shake it on.
You shake it on. It's like a
these-
fibre
these-
that makes
You've got to
it.
have hair for it to cling to.
I've seen them advertised on Facebook and stuff, but I want to go back to where you guys, this guy looks great. This guy looks great in these photos. You know, he's absolutely fantastic looking on WhatsApp, right? Or whatever your choice. There are other platforms out there, ladies and gentlemen, that you can FaceTime people on. Anyway, and you arrange, you go on a date, and you go into this not very well lit bar to have a few drinks, but you're looking at him and you think this dude's got a wig on. What do you think? What
do I think?
You suss out that he's actually got a blatant wig on, you know. But you
He's
can
really
see
I think it
different
would put me off.
because you can tell the different type. You know, if you went to buy a wig off the
Wigs
off the
Are Us.
shelf, yeah. If you went to Wigs Are Us and bought some wigs, right? You can-
Well, it's really crap wig.
yeah, I mean, it's even a shit. Well, it's not. No, it's a good. It's a good style. You
Right.
like the style, but you know it's a wig, and
I don't know.
and you're up there when you're up there, close and personal, Lisa. You know, you can start analysing. I mean, I do that all the time. I look for the cracks. I look for this. I look for that. So, you guys are looking. Well, that's what you're doing on the first date. You're analysing the potential boyfriend.
I don't look for flaws.
Well
You
said.
can't help.
Very well said.
Yeah, all right. You know, let's give you one of these. Cheers. Right. All right.
I would think.
So,
This is bad, but if you see a wig, I would. If it was the other way around, I'll get it would put you off. But you'd have to be really shallow, wouldn't you?
I know.
Yeah.
No, I
I'd
want
be
to know.
gutted.
I want to know.
I'd be gutted, but I'd be
Nice
more
one.
curious what he looked like without it, to be quite honest.
Yeah, but you met him. You've only seen him with those on his photos. He's got this lovely, luscious hair.
I'd rather
you know?
have no hair.
Yeah, same here.
So this is why do fellas? I mean, I think this will be the feedback
It
from
might
every
not be
single
for
woman.
women.
Huh?
Might not be for women that they do.
He might just like
Self-confidence.
It'd be worse if
No,
you
I
wake
think it's
up.
more for
It'd be
self-confidence.
worse if you had a one-night stand and you wake up and you see it on the end of the bedpost in the morning.
Neatly combed.
I used to use.
to wash that.
You know, but I mean, how do
Like
you
a
feel?
rug rat, you slip on it in the morning on the way to the bathroom. What's that? I think it's a rat on the floor. Oh, no, it's his hair.
That's the same as
Little
when
whip
a
it.
woman takes her bra off.
It wakes
and
up.
boobs fall out.
Yeah, a couple of chickens
It's like
fall out.
Play-Doh.
Hang on. She's hit the nail on the head there. Right, chicken fillets, yeah, in the old bra,
Yeah.
right. To be fair, whatever. But if you're a boob man and you've gone fucking tits on that, right, and you get it home and it goes like that when it takes the bra off, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Was that on the same? Is that on the same one? Double tap on the same.
Well, I don't know. It depends how many's in there, I suppose. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, ba-dunk, right?
It'd be like out of Total Recall.
Are
with three boobs.
you then gonna like go? Sorry, love, not what was advertising, right? Now, put it this way, women, right? Let's say you've got a tight pair of jeans on, right, and you've got a fucking Savaloy down there, right, and you go, oh, hello, and it's the same thing. You get the old Savaloy out on the table or whatever. Sorry, love. That's
On
all.
the table?
That's. I'm just saying we're at a table. Right? You know,
Have a look at that.
I'm just saying. What
Shalong.
What would you do?
sausage. He made a fake.
What would you do? And his Hampton ain't as big as what you thought. Full
At least
sabotage.
it won't be painful.
What's that got to do with it? Chicken fillet.
I imagine if it's really big, I think it's pretty painful for him.
I don't really know many women that look at a man and go, yeah, I'm going over him tonight.
No,
I'm
women-
just saying.
This
Right.
Hypothetical.
A lot of women have hair extensions as well.
Yeah.
Don't they? They have short hair and then they put these massive things in, and then it's like
I've had that.
the thing out of Adam's Family, Cousin It, thing floating around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
scary.
Imagine if you like, you know, you're getting a bit,
Clipping one.
you're getting a
Yeah,
bit
clipping,
carried
yeah.
away, and there's a bit of air pulling, and then go, thunk, oh, shit,
Yeah.
sorry, love, I just pulled
Have
you.
fake
right off.
lashes,
Yep.
clipping, chicken fillets. I'm sure you can get some
Yeah.
bum things on a.
Although you
Yeah,
can.
yeah. So you've got the tight jeans.
Yeah, my friend
You like a
wears
bum.
it.
It'd be like this, wouldn't it? It'd be
Long
like, can we turn the light out, please? Right, you turn the light out, and you're like feeling, where you gone? He was bigger than that a minute ago. Where's that? Oh, hang on, your ear's not there. Your eyebrows are gone. What?
Well, this is
In the morning, you wake up as a completely different bird.
Look, this is the point. What I'm trying to make is that be truthful for yourself. Okay, wear what makes you feel confident and happy, and you know, gives you that bounce down the road. I mean, if you're that paranoid about being bored, firstly, I think majority of men are happy that it's bored because it went through a stage of like being bored is fashionable, you know, with the action heroes, it was manly, it was butch, you know, and it started to get de-associated with skinheads from in the 70s and 70s and 80s, and that's why a lot of men, I suppose, didn't bother shave their heads when they were going bored because they didn't want to be associated with that environment, you know. So nowadays it's fashionable to be bored. I don't know why guys want to get wigs when it's cheap enough to go and get a hair transplant, not like the ones where it's a doll's head with like plugs, where it's like they graft hair from your butt or something or wherever and they put it up there, you know. So I think to all the fellas out there who wear wigs, stop it. Stop wearing wigs. Don't wear it no more. Get rid of it. Save up a little bit of cash. Yeah, that's the beating. Oh, you're kung fu beatings, yo. And do not do that anymore. Thank you. We don't want to see wigs. They're just people know that you're wearing a wig. and
No,
they're taking the
Jules,
piss.
don't listen to them, baldies.
No,
Wear them.
get rid of it.
Wear them proud.
We'll be back. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, after this beating.